Today, we play Best of One.
The only one in Best of One.
What? Didn't get taxes.
Ta-da!
Yorian. This is Standard.
Hello, and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me. It's CGB, and at the time I record the intro, I am #1 in Best of One, in Mythic as well, rank #1 gamer. And today's video is boros history. It is streak number 848, and I got to #1 playing mono white. We do play a different deck every day. If you're new around here, it is what we do. So we're playing... I can't believe I'm doing this. We will be defending the crown in Mythic with a boros Reconstruct History deck. Reconstruct History is actually one of the Strixhaven cards I like. It kind of has this grindy throwbackness to it. It's 2 red white for a sorcery. Return 1 artifact, 1 enchantment, 1 instant, 1 sorcery, and up to 1 planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand. Exile Reconstruct History. So if you can play a bunch of sweet cards, you can get them back later. So that leads us to a deck that's based mostly around everything except for creatures. That's the deck. You guys who might be used to my work know that usually I do a dedication here. I'm trying a new thing where I do them at the end, but thank you to all the Cool Kids Club members who hit the join button below, and let me know what you think of the new format. And now we are about to dive in and start defending the top-ranked Mythic with this Brewski Yorian non-blue counter deck of our own. I'm kind of terrified. Let the nonsense begin. Mythic #4 versus Platinum. Oh my god! With boros control. Yep, this is what memes and dreams are made of. Play mono white, get there, play nonsense, make everybody think you did it with nonsense. Here comes Usha. All right, so first up, Professor of some blah blah blahs, I think. We could also assemble the birth, which can block the Usher indefinitely. We definitely want to be able to kill something else. So what's the next thing? Hollowblade. Hollowblade's a thing. Well, we don't want to miss our next land drop. That I'm sure of. So there were a lot of arguments there. You could just reach out, kill the thing, hope to draw the land. I'm past it. All right, some blah 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 in the house. Winota. So the job against Winota is to make sure all of the creatures die. Which means we're not casting this right now. We're going to Fire Prophecy something. If they spend their turn making a 1/1 with the Usher, we're pretty happy. But if they do that, it probably means they had nothing else to do. Okay. That said, this thing's already spent. So we'll block here. Fire Prophecy. Bone Crush the Wall. Okay, do what you gotta do. No, let's put away one of the professors. We probably don't need both. Another land isn't the greatest, but there you go. So does the opponent have another land? They do. And another creature. That's really bad. This means Winota is happening. But I guess we have the mastery here. And the Winota might hit me for a bunch, but it probably won't kill me right now. So let's play the Solemn. Take the action. Let's go get, I guess, another white. There is a case where we might get bottlenecked and draw another red spell, but here any untapped land off the top casts the mastery. Now we have to remember our opponent has a savior, which is a pain. They go in for apparition. Okay. All right, what do we do? Let's try to rip apart, well, we're just gonna rip apart the dog, right? Let's rip apart the doggy. Gross. Very uncool, but we gotta get it off the field. All right, we play you. What do you get? I guess we're at mascot exhibition territory. So let's grab that. Play this tapped. If the opponent Winota's goes nuts with Winota here, we have the mastery. Yep, here it comes. We just have to absorb some damage. Plenty of damage. Because I'm sure they'll hit Blade Historian. No, not the Spellbinder. No! That's what I should have been worried about. Of course we won't be able to recover with a sweeper. Why did I think we could? You're taking mastery. Don't mess around here. That's easy. Maybe they have to read it. We can still play it at the student price though. So they'd have to bounce 2 things. Probably bounce the Winota and the Professor, but that's fine. They're a little mana bottlenecked, so they can't stop the mastery. The decision is made. All right, Blade Historian. Okay. Fun. So much fun. Did you like playing Magic cards? You don't get to play Magic cards. We block here because we want to make the 4/4 after the mastery. Oh, hi. That's cool. You gotta love it. That's why we run 4 of them. For moments like this. Sciences into a giant. Yep. Elspeth. Make some critters.
Heroes.
Bring out the Yorion. Do we attack? I think we have to try to close. If the opponent has a Winota, we can block 2 things. Unless, of course, one of them flies. And we try to pull them into another mastery here. Alright. You did it. What a gamer. Attacks the Elspeth. It's interesting. Finds the Blade Historian. So let's absorb this damage. Reconstruct history. If we take out the giant and we block these, then the opponent can't trigger another Winota. We do have to take 2 to take out the giant. Enchantment, instant, sorcery. Let's do it. Another mastery or a rip apart? I think it's gotta be the mastery. All right, go get planes, hit land drop. Fire Prophecy is ready. Make tokens. Do I attack my opponent here? I think we just wait. Defensive posture. Opponent hits another land. We know they still have spells because they missed a land drop pretty early in the game. Do I lose to that? Not quite. I can hit the Blade Historian. They say GG. Let's see if they hit an... Oh, they only attack with that? Okay. I think they tunnel vision there. Let's... Do we put away the Yorion? Do I put away Yorion? Come on now. We'll just decline. I got GG'd. I got pre-G'd. Rated pre-GG'd for tilting. Academic probation? If they had a probation, they're naming mastery. All right, so we want to be able to attack with all these.
The heart of a hero beats within your breast.
I think we're going to mastery here. We don't have to, though. We could also play the mascot exhibition and try to actually end the game with pressure. The opponent's making blocks because they expect the mastery, but I don't have to do the mastery. I think the opponent's view of the game is really narrow. Not the game as a whole, but this specific game. Just a reminder, I can attack too. Now, how bad would Kenrith be? Pretty scary. All right, can they make this unblockable somehow? They're looking. How good are those learn cards? They're not that good, right? I've got a wall of mascots. Reduce to memory, Blade Historian again. Yep. Play it all out. Throw the wall under the bus so we can be aggressive on the other side. So if we attack you with all these, you're at 15. So I think we're attacking and then casting mastery. See if they block this time. Last time they threw away their blocks assuming I would mastery, and we punished them for it. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. So hard to tell how many planes are in this pile. I think it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we do this, we don't have any, there's nothing we can do with the extra mana. So we do this. Boom. Blade Historian off the top, but they know about the other mastery as well. I guess they just decide they want to get through it. Boom. What we learning? Let's grab a reduce. Are you going to give me a 3-2? I think the opponent's tilting. Would you like to cast the anatomy on it as well? All right, they make a flyer. Reconstruct history. I mean, we can also just play Yorion. Attack. Go get land. Yorion. The Sky Noodle waited so long to get a little blinky value. The Fey Guide Mother is a card I tried in Mono White and in Winota. Eventually decided against it, but you know, every now and then it does some cool hopping things where you make something jump and deal a bunch of damage. All right. Pre-good gamer, it's time to die.
Done, Wall.
From not actually lethal to actually lethal.
Do my best to support you.
Reduced memory. Now you don't fly. And that's what you get. Yes. Whoa. Whoa. One win against a platinum gamer, and we are back at #1 Mythic baby esports. Let's go. Imagine playing Boros Reconstruct History Control for content while ranked #1 on the Mythic ladder. Yep, that's why you're here. That's why I'm the freaking one in best of one, everybody. Right there. I will show you a fabled passage, but since we are number one Mythic, we do not crack it. No, we do not. Not until you've committed to your play of the day. And another doggo deck. Silly doggos. Tricks are for kids. Shall we exile doggo or rip a doggo apart? I'm gonna exile doggo. Eat out. Skedaddle. Since there'll inevitably be comments, I'm getting paired the way that I'm getting paired right now against people in Diamond and Platinum because there aren't enough Mythics. There's always comments. All right, we've drawn enough spot removal that we might be able to brawl our way through their creatures to keep Winota from happening, or at least to put it off. No! F's in the chat. What the hell is this? This stupid dog, man. This dog is the death of everything. All right. I guess we can try to keep a Winota trigger low, but we're not going to do anything. I think we have to play the tome. If they just have Winota here, their draw is too good and we lose. I think we have to play tome and find like Devastating Mastery and some other cards. We definitely need to hit land drops. So yeah, we just have to dig here and hope that they don't have it. Wow, good stuff. Good stuff. I can't hit land drop 4, but they get to do that. Oh, that's brutal. From number 1 to number 7? Because they nut drew Winota and I got land screwed? Oh, man. HGG. You want some? Come get some. Oh, baby. Let's do this. Do I have emotes on? I turned them off on my... Okay. They're turned off on mobile because, I don't know, there's not enough screen space on mobile and I'm like too lazy to return them on mobile anyway. Oh, you know what HGG is doing right now? He's going to record. He's going recording. That's what he's doing. He's hitting record. He wants some of this. He wants some of the legend. Are you Winota too? Are you gonna be my 3rd consecutive Winota gamer of the day? Yep. Lame, man. Lame. Not impressed. Let's draw a card. See if we hit a tap land. We do not. So our hand is slow, but we do have Mastery, which we can play on 4 and make them start over. Flawless mana. Lame. Lamest deck in the game right here, baby. All right, so we'll play this. We'll buy Yorion because we have nothing else to do. Why deck? Where's the removal? Professor, keep it coming. Keep it coming. I think we have to Mastery next turn just to reset the board. And then what? We can lower hold command one of their things? I mean, do we have to? Is that a missed land? Fetched the spirit summoning with the professor. That's kind of weird. All right, I think that we gotta go here. I'm gonna try to get away with a solemn. We might just be dead for it though. I'm gonna try to get away with a solemn. Playing against Winota is so freaking annoying. It's so stressful. They just constantly seem to have it. So let's see. Easy land. Skyclave apparition. That's not Winota. Okay. Okay. So now we have to somehow navigate the Savior. And I think we can do that, but we can't risk a Winota here, so I guess we just have to mastery. Go get red. Blow him up. Savior can protect the apparition. That doesn't work. I'd like to give him the benefit of the doubt as a fellow YouTuber and say he's just demonstrating for the viewers who like to go into comments and say, why didn't you sacrifice Alseed of Life's bounty to save your creature from the devastating mastery? And then we have to, as content creators, we either ignore them because eventually there's too much of that stuff going around, or we have to get in there and be like, this is why. Why did you pass? Why? What are you gonna do on instant speed here? All right, I guess we're gonna cycle this Triome. Let's play this field. It holds priority because of the snarls, and see what our opponent does. What are you doing? Bone crush my face. Resolve. Bone crush again. Okay. 3/2, 3 damage. Or does making a 3/2 make sense? It can block the Bone Crusher Giant, kinda, but do we really just need to draw better cards? What are we on? 7? Next turn, I guess Elspeth and Triome or Yori and Triome? Okay, we'll make a 3/2. Board presence can matter. Gonna need that back. Gonna need some reconstructing history. This Elspeth might also just minus for life. Here comes the giant. Here comes the bounty. Scorching Dragonfire can take out the bounty or the giant now. How aggressive can we get? You really do need to close the game. Make some nerds.
Together we can exact justice.
Do I play a tap Triome here? I don't think so. I think we hold up cycle. I guess I can hold this to block this, but then protection from white gets through if I attack with this. It's really tempting, though, to attack with both. Yeah, we have to close. Winota's very strong. And Winota might actually come down here. If it does, we have to kill one of these. This comes through. Oh, are we just dead there to a, we're just dead to an elite spellbinder in that spot? Is there a way to play around that? I guess we can kill the bounty, and then we're not dead to a spellbinder. This is a tough game. Bluff stop. We're dead to another Gift of the Fae, if that is in fact a card that HGG runs, that we ran into earlier in the day. Five cards graveyard. We can minus the Elspeth for life and get it back. Face is the place. I mean, that's a chump, right? Embercleave? Nope, don't have the mana for Embercleave. Okay, there's Paulo. Elite Spellbinder is scary, man. It really is. Oh! Are we doing that? I think we're doing that. Although, there's still plenty of creatures to go. Oh, man. If I play the Yorion, I can loop this. Now, let's do like this. Playing a little conservative, that's okay. Winota doesn't do Winota things without a board. Now it's 7-10, and we can try to grind with Elspeth here. Ooh, that sounded dirty. Hi. Hey there. Who's your daddy? Oh, Ugin off the top brings it home, and rank unchanged. Rank unchanged. I feel like I did HGG dirty because I handed him a loss and he's trying to get to Mythic and I didn't gain anything in Mythic. Ultimate Gatekeeper. Maybe it's that bug. Is that bug still a thing? Let's check profile. Don't cut the video editor. We're checking profile. Did we actually rank and it just didn't show it? Boom. Easy number 3. Easy. All right. We got some more Winotas here. The matchmaker just doesn't know what to pair me against, so it's been all Winota today. Which is fine, because I don't really want to play against Rogues or Sultai with this deck. Wow! Esports! Yes! Paid actor, Exitor. Check your PayPal. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's what #1 Mythic dreams are made of. Who's next? A diamond gamer. Come meet the one in best of one. Who's #1 in best of one in 1E111E1. All right. Nice hand of trinkets. Not sure it'll be good enough against a Winota deck. We'll have to we'd have to find a sweeper, but it can happen. You gotta believe. See? How do you know it was Winota? Because that's what the matchmakers decided I play against. Why would I play against anything else? Stonebinder's familiar. Let's rumble. Trinket. Don't exile something on their turn. It grows the familiar. Robber of the Rich combo. Perfect draw. Absolutely perfect draw. Steals the sweeper I needed. All right, this game is now officially garbage. I gotta be Snarl ready. Let's see how perfect the draw truly is. Yes, another doggy. Yes, a professor as well. Flood the board. Flood the board, nothing will go wrong. Apparently there are tough decisions to be made. Reduced to memory. They're scared of random permanent. Does grow the familiar, but I would take a 3/2. I would like a free 3/2 right now. Fire Prophecy. Doesn't do anything because of the dog, but does get us deeper in the deck, so we'll probably cast it here. Gnarl already. Please just don't go land Winota again. Land. We're going to combat, kids. Okay. Let's go after the familiar. I'm sure they'll sacrifice Savior to protect. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Bingo. All right. Let's draw a card with our lantern so that we have full selection before making our Fire Prophecy decision. How reactive of you. All right. I think we just put away the field. Nice. Fetch the 4th white in case we draw Mastery. Opponent might exile it to keep me from drawing the card, and it does make this a 4/4. Look at those tomes. Getting so much action. Okay, they're not getting action. Been too busy trying not to die, okay? They really stole my Devastating Mastery. That's so unlucky. Rope comes out. Block here. Go to 4. Draw. Okay. Gamer moment. Unfortunately, it doesn't stop the Bone Crusher. Reconstruct History, I don't think does it either. That is called a turn late. So we have to draw something to kill the familiar as well. Or just block it. You know, should have targeted the familiar instead, I think. I think that was an oops. Doesn't matter. We whiffed. I surrender my number 1 ranking to the beauty of turn 1 Stonebinder's Familiar, turn 2 Robber of the Rich, steal my sweeper. All right, how far do we fall? Number 2. Number 2. Could be worse. All righty. Number 7 gamer again coming through. These numbers are so weird. So Soul Sears went down to 1 copy again because it took away my ability to farm the aggro decks. All tap lands. Seems fun, but it's a D's hand. And there you go. Behold, back to aggro. Let's see if we can draw an untapped land. Nope. Oh, look. We drew the Soul Seer anyway. Come on. Draw land off the top here, right? I guess we play this tap, though. I guess we play this tapped because any land off the top, even a tapped one, and then maybe passage the next turn. Stupid dogs, man. These stupid dogs. They're so tilting. Alright, Scorching Dragonfire. No land drawn yet. We don't hit land drop 4. This is going to get scary. So they must have a good 3. They have Sparring Regiment, okay. This looks like my deck. The one that actually got me into Mythic. Why did you fetch this? I guess you think you know what's going on? Alright, Dragon Fire it. Pitch the other dog for it. So one of the risky things about this situation that you do with the regimen, you don't want to play it in a spot where you might not be able to play a creature the next turn if your creature dies. And that's sort of what we sucked our opponent into here. If you kill the creatures, the regimen doesn't do anything. So all we have to do now is eliminate this creature and the opponent's regimen's just going to be chilling. I guess we say go and see what they do. Nice to come up short on lands against aggro on the draw. Always it feels good. It's part of the 80 card conundrum. Redain. So we have to kill the Redain, right? I mean, we can just Scorch it. Yeah, let's what if the opponent has another dog though? What if they have another dog? All right, let's let him go to combat. So this isn't my list. This Redane didn't make the cut in my deck. Let's go ahead and get, I guess, I mean, they might have something weird like Shijiri Shelter. But we could also try to ramp up to Mastery, but that doesn't really work because Redane keeps me from playing anything. So, yeah, let's just kill it now. Opponent might have another Redane, which would be pretty brutal. We're not going to crack passage. We actually want to draw another land. It's indestructible. Ugh. Okay, Luminarch. Land off the top, please. Land off the top, pretty please. Did it. But let's hold up the command. Let's wait. Let's wait. Our opponent might try to turn on this Heliod. Okay, Elite Spellbinder. If we make a 3/2, it can block this. So if we kill the Spellbinder... No, wait. This is going to go up to 4, so we don't want to do that. All right. So we make a 3/2 anyway, and we deal 3 damage. Gain 3 life. But this Spellbinder is a pain. Flying, what an ability. If they take the Mastery... Yep. Now it's 8 mana to get there. And a Casket? Weird deck. Weird, but they've got their Heliod on 4 Devotion, so they're feeling strong. This can kill the Spellbinder. They need 1 more Devotion for the Heliod, but then this can turn it back off. Buy the Yorion. Probably put Yorion away, because I don't think it's as good as these other cards. And maybe we just do it now, because we might hit our land drop. Really, Yorion? Yeah, really. Okay. Leave them on 0 creatures. That's why I don't run Glass Caskets. Like, all this stuff is pretty good, and I like the way that adds Devotion to Heliod. That's kind of a cool thing. They get Mascot Exhibition, but they only have 5 lands. I think that's really ambitious. Let's play a Thrilling Discovery here, and let's discard the Elspeth because we can bring it back from the grave. If we hit an untapped land, we can still play Solemn this turn. Well, we hit an untapped land, but we're going to pay for it. We are at 22. Let's go for it. Of course, if we're patient, we might end up making Angels. Are we patient? Ugh. Okay, I'm patient. I'm patient. I'm patient. I might get nailed by this Heliod, though. Yes. Okay. Okay. Come on, baby. Are they going to reduce their Casket to memory? They are. Just to make a creature. That is a play that is legal. Soul Guide Lantern doesn't help me much in this matchup. Play the Solemn Ramp. Try to set up for the combinations of Mastery, Amiria's Call. Opponent gets to start attacking here. White, 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 white. We've got the 4 white. And Birth's Fetch Plains. Get rid of this in case they have Luris. We already played a land, so let's wait. Let's see if they do anything that involves a graveyard like a Luris. Land? Oh god, here comes the exhibition. Okay. It all has to die. We need 1 land for the Mastery. Let's see if we can draw it. Okay, let's see if we can draw it. It's a tap land right there. Also not it. Also not it. We can make some 4/4s. I guess we can shock in the call. I'm really... It's so awkward because I keep on trying to hold it for value, but I guess we don't need value anymore. We really don't. We should be able to win now. So let's just make the winning play. I held back mastery for no explicable reason in the last game. Let's do it now. Blade hist. That's pretty good. That's strong. That is really strong. Ooh, okay. Solemn up. We've got the Lorehold command. It can kill the Blade Historian with the Lightning Helix mode for the boomers. What the heck is this? All right. We're gonna have to kill that too somehow. Let's do this and let's sack the Solemn and draw some cards. So kill you, target me, and then sack Solemn. We get 3 total cards out of it and a 4th to try to find an answer to this War Leader that we don't currently have. Oh yeah, Ugin. Ugin is a card that answers that. If you got a problem, Ugin will solve it. Dun 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 dun. Good game indeed. Professor? And let's go get the mascot exhibition. I would say it's time. Just gonna hold this land because we have a lot of them now. We might want it for a thrilling discovery. Opponent demanding I say GG. I do not. I'm not a GG player. You're gonna rope me for it? Alright, I'll play a land. Since I can Solemn with it. Opponent, it's time for you to play your Ugin. Come on now, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Play your Ugin. I have one. Why wouldn't you? Why would you leave home without your Ugin? Makes no sense. Reconstruct history. It's like it wants me to meme. Make them bigger. We'll boost up the smallest ones so they feel strong. All right, we'll send them a heart. Expelled. Imagine getting expelled. Twice? Man, their deck is funky. Still dead. Nope, not dead. What a warrior. All right. Sure. Maybe we'll turn Ugin into a 3/2 for the LOL. Nah. Finish him. Ghost fire. Back to number 2. Okay. All right, last game of this particular video. I would love to go out number 1. We played this person before. Were they Winota or were they... I don't know. I can't be bothered to figure that out. Could go watch the VODs, but nah. Winota. All right, let's see how good their draw is. Might be setting up for an early mastery. Professor of Sim blah blah blah. Please don't elite spellbinder me. I don't have much going on, and these robots are so slow on the draw. Probably should just mold them. All right, our opponent has fetched academic probation. Let's make sure that we curve out. Curve out into robot. Like a true master. And is it a spellbind? All right, this is the way it's gonna be. This is just the way it's gonna be. So they have an interesting choice. They could take the mastery, which is kind of exiling it from the game, at least for the foreseeable future. If they take the Dragonfire, though, I can't stop Winota from triggering next turn, which is what they're thinking, because I don't have any plays now. Cool, no plays. No plays, CGB. But I do get to mastery them, so I guess we'll see. They did have a look at my hand. They could name Devastating Mastery. They might also have another Spellbinder. Academic Probation. They can choose a card name, and I can't play it until my next turn, which that might be what we see here. Double Spellbinder. Come on, man. Come on, man. At least the Solemn will get us there, though. So they could take Mastery here, but I'll just Solemn up to it. Sounds like I'm on a ski trip. Can I afford to do that, though? Do I really... Is what I really need to, like, scorch these? I don't know. Yorion can get in the way of these, too. Until Double Strike happens. Hitting me with the hard rope as they map their path to victory. If they don't take Mastery, I threaten to cast it next turn, but they might be thinking they can probate it, and that's okay. Not next turn, but the turn after, because of Solemn. Okay, only got one more. Yep, take the sweeper. I didn't think it was that hard either, but it's worth exploring, especially when you have this card. Opponent misses their land drop. Drop the Solemn. Wrong land. Pro gamer here. Familiar. If they play the probation, they should name Yorion, but they might name Mastery, even though I grabbed the wrong land. Oh, okay. I mean, that is a thing you can do. Come on. It's the white source. Yeah, you want to attack with that. All right, down to 11. We could be dead if we don't Mastery. Student cost. All of them go back to hand, which... But at least it slows them down. The more mana we have, the less the Spellbinders can affect us. Also curious to see what they take back to their hand. If they choose the Spellbinders, I think that's Fool's Gold at this point. They're the most expensive cards in the hand. Or they're the most expensive cards available, and your bottleneck is mana. So I don't think, like, the longer my game goes, the more mana I have, the worse I think this decision is. But it's one of those things that you don't really see all the time. Trust me, I've made plenty of mistakes with it. Yeah, they take the Yorion. All right, so what are we doing? We can Scorching Dragonfire this and still have 3 other mana, or we can Solemn here to try to make it even better. I think I like the Solemn a lot. Thrilling Discovery might also find us a removal spell, so let's start there. Can say goodbye to this. I think I say goodbye to this. I don't think I have time. Don't think I have time for you. And Reconstruct History gets so much more. All right, that's a lot of land. It's a lot of land. They're gonna tax the history, aren't they? If they do that, do we care? Let's just scorch this. Yeah, let's just do this instead of casting history or solemn. So now they have no board. So they need to put a creature back on the board. Keep in mind, like, these are all spells. They're gonna come flying at us soon. But now we have a cheap instant speed removal spell in the graveyard that we can get back, and we didn't have one before. So that makes a big difference on how good history can be. Come on, I want to close on number 1 Mythic. I need to close on number 1, baby. All right, they're gonna play a Savior. That's an annoying puppy. I think I can Devastating Mastery them though, right? I can just bounce these, make them do it again. And then I have a whole bunch more cards in hand. That's pretty hype. All right, so do we get another Solemn? We have enough Solemns. Get you back. I want you back. Is that in sync? I think that's in sync. Like, people underestimate that student cost, baby. Oh wait, the opponent can just sacrifice. Okay. The opponent can just sacrifice the dog and not have anything get bounced because it is optional. But then they still have to kill me in 1 turn, which is hard. Let's play the Birth. Scorch the dog. Kind of a free card here. I feel like every untapped land could matter. Yeah, if they play Winota here, we target the dog with the Dragonfire. They get 1 trigger, even if they hit Blade Historian. Wait, we're dead to Blade Historian? Ouch. We're dead to Blade Historian, hit off the Winota. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Come on, baby. I want to go out on number 1. I want number 1. Trigger. I forgot that the Historian would also be attacking. Come on. All right. Did I have a better line? Did I have a better line, though? Oh, wait. We're not dead. We're at 1. We're at 1. Actual 1. How do I gain life? I'm just going to die to a Bone Crusher Giant, aren't I? Oh, man. Well, I guess we're going to play the Mastery and be at 1. Like, I'm pretty sure that has to happen. That's too bad. Please don't die to Bone Crusher Giant now. Or Robber of the Rich, which is probably in the deck because they have Stonebinder's Familiar. If I had thought about Robber of the Rich, I might have played it a little different. I might have paid student cost and played Solemn just to have a blocker. But that doesn't matter. Probation can stop the Solemn from blocking. Okay, the fact that they have to think about it gives me hope. Come on now. Come on now. Please don't just be slow rolling me, please. Please be nice. I'm playing my heart out here. This magic thing is hard, okay? Uh-huh. Probably take Mastery. Now they can name Mastery with the Probation if they want to play it that way, and then we have to find another blocker, but I guess we can play Yorion, and Probation can make Yorion unable to block. So this is an interesting call with how the opponent plays this. The tension. The number 1 Mythic is on the line without getting scooped to it. Come on. Get hyped. You have no timeouts. Watch your clock. If you're gonna make a play, you gotta do it fast. I think they wanted to and they missed it. They timed out. Reconstruct history. That, I think, is good. Alright, so we want the solemn. We need to take the birth. We need the this, and we need the life from the discovery. I think we're just getting rid of the solemns. The birth can gain life. It also gets another planes, but I need my land drop this turn. And I don't really want to play the birth this turn, I don't think. Or maybe I do. Yeah, I do. I do. So we'll get rid of you. Not dead to Bone Crusher. All right. Birth of Meletus. Plains. Play the Snarl. The Plains. Scorch. Go. Are we still alive? My goodness, what is this game? More of a worthy final boss, I would say. We know that these are spells. One might be a land, but we know at least some of these are spells, but we know they're not Bone Crusher Giant. At least two of them aren't. So what would they slow roll into this position? It's got to be like Winota, right? Or maybe another Blade Historian. Oh my goodness. Make them stop. There's too many of them. Frickin' TIE Fighter over here, but it's okay. Because we've definitely reached the stage of the game where we have the mana to still cast our spells. Which is why we played the masteries early and often. Chooses a tome. So if they name Devastating Mastery, we have to play Yorion and hope that they don't have a way to sneak through. Scary. Or we need to find another solution. We've been lucky with some of our top decks lately. We have a lot of ways to kill this, so let's hope we find one. We're still 2 turns away from Tome gaining life. Alright, they timed out last time. Watch out, you have 0 timeouts. If you're going to play the probation, you have to make your mind up in time to type in and cast it. Okay. You're going to get masteried, but I guess they're trying to keep me from gaining a life. That's got to be the play. Away with you. Okay. Draw. Main. I mean, I think we're playing Mastery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if we play this one, we have a little leftover mana to play Birth and get back on the clock to gaining life, or we can slam a Tome. I think we still make the cheaper play at this phase of the game. Blow it all up again, baby. We could also play Solemn here. Yeah, if Robber of the Rich is in their deck, I know that they can make it unable to block with the probation, but we're not dead to it. But let's get a board presence. Three frickin' life. Skyclave Apparition. Okay. Okay. That is a card that makes sense to hold throughout the game, so there could be another one of those in hand. Remember, you don't have any timeouts. Dog, bone. Well, that makes sense with why you like the Stonebinder build. Probation names. Yeah, they have struggled with using this card effectively in this game. I think if they had fetched something else, who knows what would have happened. They named the Mastery. Okay then, well, if you're gonna name Mastery, Solemn? Keep getting land. Birth. Snarl. Untapped. Yorion. I mean, eventually I'll have all the lands, right? That's the idea. Now, can the opponent somehow sneak this little apparition through? We are now out of basics. Basics are gone. Birth is on the countdown to gain some life. Tome is in the exile zone from the elite spellbinder. Still don't feel very comfy. Still don't feel that comfy though. Blade Historian. Emiria's Call. Oh yeah. I mean, that or we could blow this up, but I think it's the call. I hear the call of the angels. I don't know how they get through this. I really don't. Let's draw. Might affect our plays. Another birth. Might as well get it ticking, right? I'm not attacking either. I'm too scared. I am too scared at this life total that something will go wrong. I mean, Alcide doesn't get anything through, so that's good. They don't want to attack here because we have Indestructible, but some people forget that. It's a pretty easy one to forget in the scheme of things. And they're passing the turn. Another mastery. All right, there's some life gain. Feeling good. Elspeth conquers death. Let's go. Historian or apparition? Let's grab the apparition. It triggers Winota. All right, we've got 2 walls and a 4/4. Let's get aggressive. We also have Solemn. Dead in the air next turn. Do we make it out of this? Does it get us back to number 1 to do so? Or was the rank decay too much for during this epic game? I hope you enjoy the longer video. I think making content with the big numbers in the corner is just kind of insanely funny. It also shines a bit of a light on the nonsense that is the Mythic ladder for people who haven't had the time, we'll say. They haven't had the time to get to where I'm at. So you get to see how it works. Good game. Skyclave. Yeah, you're not getting Yorion. That's my baby. You can't have that. That's my baby. And scoops. Throw the heart. Well fought. All right.
Number 1. The one in best of one is back.